Welcome back. As you know, I'm Eli, the computer guy, here for the Daily Blob, where we say, you can't actually buy equity in Elon Musk himself. When you buy a share of Tesla, you're not actually investing in Elon Musk. So if Elon Musk makes a lot of money from a corporation other than Tesla, you're not going to profit from that, right? You do grasp how this investment thing actually works, right? Please tell me you do. Please tell me you do. Anyways, another day, another Elon Musk story, because at least he has things to talk about, I suppose. Before we get into that, I will shill my own little thing, silicondojo.com. This is one of my projects. Anyways, we're doing fireside chats. Next week, we're going to have Louis Rossmann on. So Monday, we're going to have Louis Rossmann talking about his current project. And then Thursday, we're going to have David Cox, VP of AI Models at IBM. He's going to be on. Basically, these are Zoom meetings. I will ask questions. You are able to ask questions. And so you can hear from other technology professionals what they think is going on in the world of technology within their little sectors. I'm trying to do more and more of these. I have heard from you. You're tired of hearing my opinions all the time when you click on my videos. So I'm bringing other people in so they can give you the opinions that, spoiler alert, are a lot like mine, because these are the people I talk to. But anyways, the story for today is interesting. It's one of those stories. I was like, wait, what? No, but what? Anyways, if you look at Tesla, one of the things I talk about with Tesla that I find to be absurd is that it is worth every other car company in the world, or more than every other car company in the world combined. Right? Why is one car company worth more than all the other car companies combined? And then what I get told by the Elon Musk stands out there is, Eli, oh, you think Tesla is a car company. You're a moron. Anyways, and we've heard Elon Musk come out, and Elon Musk has literally stated, there's a video out there where he did the interview, that he basically said Tesla as a car company, as a hardware company, is basically worthless. The real value comes from full self-driving, or autopilot, or whatever else, right? The idea being the real money isn't in cars, it's in robotics and it's in artificial intelligence, right? The cars got them to where they are now. Robots is what is going to turn them into a $20 trillion company. Anyway, look, just go with it. Just go with it. It's important that you go with it. So what's interesting when you look at Elon Musk is that he is a CEO or owner or whatever else of a whole number of companies, right? Tesla, obviously, SpaceX, obviously, the Boring Company, Neuralink. But then one of the interesting ones that comes up is xAI, right? So xAI, that I guess actually now owns X. I get so confused. Anyways, xAI is actually its own artificial intelligence company. So he has a $1 trillion company over here in Tesla that's all supposed to be about robotics and artificial intelligence and all that kind of stuff. But then he created his other company over here, which I think is currently valued at around $100 billion, to focus only on artificial intelligence. And he's made the threat, and he's literally made the threat before, that if he doesn't own 25% of the equity of Tesla, he doesn't see why it's worth his time to be CEO of Tesla. Anyways, and so he might as well go off and just focus on artificial intelligence over at xAI. So it's already a weird world. But the important thing for this particular story is to understand is xAI is its entirely own corporation with its own equity. xAI is over here, Tesla is over here. If you buy a share of Tesla, you don't get any value from xAI, right? These are two entirely different companies. And one of the concerning things that's been coming up is basically this idea that Tesla would start essentially licensing artificial intelligence from xAI. Right? Since xAI is the preeminent artificial intelligence company in the world, whatever, that Tesla, it would really be better for Tesla just to license the technology from xAI. They'll just take xAI's technology to put in their vehicles. But again, if they're entirely separate corporations, basically the interesting thing becomes is you've had Elon Musk state, right, that if all Tesla is a hardware company, it is worthless. And now it appears basically what they're trying to do is say, well, we'll have Tesla as the hardware company and we'll buy the AI from xAI. They're both Elon Musk companies, so it's a win-win-win-win-win. You know, except for the shareholders of Tesla. Because, yeah, the AI, the thing that actually has value, is going to be owned by xAI. It's going to be owned by the shareholders of that other corporation. And this becomes curious, right? So this came about from TechCrunch, right? I was just reading. Now, to be clear, I don't read between the lines. I'm not one of those people. I don't read between the lines and all that kind of thing. I just listen to what people actually have to say. You just sit there and you just shut up and you actually listen to the words coming out of their mouth. And they say some horrifying things. Anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm reading this. Grok is coming to Tesla vehicles next week, says Elon Musk. So this becomes interesting. So Grok is the LLM, whatever the hell, out of xAI. Basically, you can use it on Twitter now. And so the idea is that Grok will be coming to Tesla vehicles, which on its own, okay, I mean, a little kind of weird, but fine, whatever. All right, Elon Musk said in a post on X early Thursday morning that Grok, the chatbot from his AI company xAI, will be coming to Tesla vehicles, quote, very soon, next week at the latest, he said. The news that Grok will be coming to Tesla vehicles comes several hours after xAI debuted the latest flagship AI model, Grok 4. And if you go around here, basically, they said they're going to be putting this into the Tesla vehicles. The findings also suggest Grok will only be available on newer vehicles with hardware 3. And this is what becomes interesting at the end. Grok will also be the voice and brain for Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus, Musk confirmed recently. So the robot, right, the humanoid robot, that thing is called Optimus. So you're going through here, and the curious thing, like if you use a Tesla, if you own a Tesla, I own a Tesla, we're going to be getting rid of it soon. I've been talking to my wife the other day. We are going to trade it in. We are going to get another plug-in Ford Escape because that is actually a good vehicle. Anyways, the interesting thing with the Tesla is you can't get CarPlay, right? You can't get CarPlay on it. You can't get Android thing on it, but you are going to be able to get Grok, which is curious. So they are going to be integrating his technology, just nobody else's, which is what it is. It's also kind of curious here that you have to have hardware 3, but that is what it is. But the thing to be thinking about is we've been told what makes Tesla a $20 trillion company is these robots. And what we've also been told is a hardware manufacturer isn't actually that valuable. The real value becomes the brains of the things. And now what we're looking at here is that it looks like Grok may actually be the voice and the brain of the humanoid Optimus robot. And Grok is owned by xAI. If we go over, take a look at Teslarati, they talk a lot about stuff with Tesla. If we scroll down here, they talk about it. Oh, let's see here. Grok already integrated. Musk's recent comments about Optimus were shared on social media platform X. Initially, Musk posted that Optimus V3 would be chef's kiss and that he just had an excellent review with the humanoid robots team. Considering Musk's post, it was no surprise that some Tesla fans asked if Optimus would be able to talk using Grok, xAI's large language model. Musk confirmed that Optimus already does. Grok's integration with Optimus may also allow the robot to interact more naturally with its environment and users. Tesla previously noted that Optimus will rely on the same neural networks powering its autopilot and FSD systems. The addition of Grok would then make Optimus an even more user-friendly for regular consumers. And so, to be clear, I don't know how deep this Grok or this xAI integration is into these Optimus robots at this point in time. What I have to say is if you look at the track record of Elon Musk, and if you look at what Elon Musk has actually said in the past, it does appear that a tremendous amount of the value that is going to be provided by both Tesla vehicles and by Tesla robots is going to be coming from xAI, which is an entirely separate corporation from Tesla. What does that mean for the value of Tesla going forward? Which is going to be a very curious question. And this is one of the big issues with having Elon Musk be the CEO of all these corporations, and these corporations being so incestuous with each other, right? Because so many times when we talk about this kind of thing, people say, well, Elon Musk, I support Elon Musk, I invest in Elon Musk, right? But you're not investing in Elon Musk. You're investing in Tesla. You may be investing in SpaceX. You're probably not investing in xAI because you have to be a billionaire to invest in xAI, right? These are all entirely separate corporations. And basically, he is able to move the value around between those corporations, and there seem to be very few walls. This is one of the reasons that we should be so concerned about board capture at Tesla, right? So when you have a publicly traded company, the fact of the matter is that the shareholders are the owner of that company. Elon Musk is not the owner of Tesla. Whatever the fuck he says, right? He owns 13, 15% of Tesla, but that's it. The shareholders, right? The equity that he sold on the open market so that he could become the richest person in the world, right? They are the ones that own Tesla. The board, right? The board is supposed to look out for shareholder interest. The idea is when you have millions and millions and millions of shareholders, you really can't do a vote very often, right? That would be a bad thing, right? Representative democracy. The idea is that you have the board. The board is supposed to focus on shareholder interest. The issue is with Tesla's board, right? It appears to have been entirely captured by Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk's brother is on the board. All these people that have deep ties to Elon Musk is on the board. And basically, if Elon Musk wants something, the board seems to snap and do it. So if you had a normal board, if you had a functioning, working board at Tesla, and you started to have this question of you have this one corporation over here and you have Tesla, you know the value of Tesla is all tied up in the actual AI and the intelligence and all that kind of thing. There would be a lot of pushback on do we want to outsource the product offering that is going to bring the most value to this corporation? Does that make sense? I think a lot of people would argue no, especially with Tesla being worth about $1 trillion, right? Tesla is worth $1 trillion. We hear it'll be worth $20 trillion with these robots. Doesn't it make sense that you would keep all of the product in-house so that you don't lose anything in the value chain, you don't lose intellectual property value, that type of thing? But since Elon Musk owns xAI and Elon Musk feels that he owns Tesla, it seems like that value is able to go back and forth, and nobody seems to say boo about it. So I will be curious how this goes going forward. You know, as we look at the disaster of Tesla, right? To say that he's been a part-time CEO. I mean, you know, Jack Dorsey. I gave Jack Dorsey crap back in the day for being a CEO of Twitter and Square at the same time. At least he was actually a part-time CEO. Elon Musk doesn't even seem to be doing as much work as Jack Dorsey was back in the day. He's got all of these corporations, plus he's now trying to launch a political party. Everything else that he's doing, right? The Tesla vehicles are stale and old. The Robotaxi debut is lackluster. The Cybertruck, or what the fuck it's called, right? That was a disastrous showing. The semi-trucks, God knows where those things actually are, right? Tesla is just kind of like mucking along, and then you look at it, and the thing that should theoretically be the crown jewel seems to be being moved over to this other corporation after he's already threatened to walk away from Tesla unless he gets his 25% stake in Tesla. Man, this is just looking ugly. It is just looking ugly. But I don't know. I'm just a geek in a basement. I'm just a geek in a basement screaming into a camera about stuff. But this is an important thing to be thinking about with these corporations, and especially with folks like Elon Musk, is really understanding where your investment stands, where where the value actually is, and what happens if the CEO, again, does just walk the hell out the door. You know, it's interesting to think about, like, if more of the AI components are moved to xAI, and then he feels that he's not being treated properly as the Tesla CEO, and he walks over to xAI, what's to keep him from trying to punish Tesla, right? If he feels that Tesla investors insulted him, right? If he feels that people were not, slobbering over his particular ring, because that's what all the alpha dogs want right now, right? We are in 2025. Alpha dogs expect you to slobber over their ring while you're on their knees, while you're on your knees. And so if he doesn't feel like he's getting the right amount of respect, if he walks away from Tesla and xAI controls a tremendous amount of the intelligence going into Teslas, who's to say he might not shut that off? Who's to say he might not try to destroy Tesla just because why the hell not? And think about the fact that he might actually have that potential. How comfortable would that make you feel as a shareholder? So anyways, there you go. Some things to ponder, some things to think about. Grok is coming to Tesla vehicles. Why? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? $1 trillion company, and they can't come up with their own LLM, I guess, right? Grok is coming to the Optimus robots, right? The Optimus robots supposed to be a $20 trillion play, and the brain, a chunk of the brain power seems like it's going to be coming from xAI. How comfortable do you feel with this corporate structure, especially with how just nuts Musk has been being over the last while? Put your thoughts down below. Remember, this is the modern world of social media. Whether it's a thumb up, a thumb down, an awesome comment, or a horrible comment, it is all an interaction as far as YouTube's bot is concerned. So put your thoughts down below. And with that, I'll see you all later.